Here we are again, guys, with a new medium armor weapon class. From my point of view, the most hard to master but one of the best burst damage weapon classes. The
Pew pew!
Musket. ShadeOnline. So, like I said in the intro, geez, did I had a hard time playing this class. I can see why people like it, but it's just not my style of playing. Luckily for me, playing this game for a while now, I made really good in-game friends that showed me the ropes of this weapon and guided me through all the aspects of it. So a special thanks to my buddy Zatan for teaching me how to at least have some decent musket skills.
Let's start off with the basics. For attributes, you go full agility to increase your piercing damage. But again, this depends on your weapon's extra stats. To record this footage, Shade bought a cheap blue musket which gave him a nice amount of piercing armor penetration of 310. Unfortunately, he didn't find any weapon with both penetration and piercing damage, or he had to spend too much silver on it. And since I'm in charge of the money, it was a big no-no.
So I placed my attributes points to even the piercing damage out with the penetration. So I did put some points into strength so I can do more damage to heavy armored classes. So attributes I used for my weapon was 50 strength and 76 agility. Some people go with armor as well so they can withstand an incoming dual blade attack, since ranged classes are an easy prey for them. This is all your personal preference, to be honest. If you want to get the most burst damage out of this weapon and know this class like the back of your hand, I wouldn't go with any armor. Just make sure you are always playing it safe. Stay close to your units and team and try to hit as much shots as you can, cause a missed shot can cost you your life as a musket.
When you are in a game, you obviously want to go for player kills with this weapon. There's no use in tickling a Reaper's head for 10 times while there are squishy, juicy players around you.
The things I found that was really hard for me was getting used not to sprint while reloading. This was driving me nuts in the beginning. Always having to stop sprinting to reload when your skills are on cooldown was really frustrating, but I guess this is just a habit.
Another thing is that you can find yourself really close to danger since you get punished hard for being too far away from your target. And even though you have medium armor, you aren't really that tanky, since you can't block like with a melee weapon. And you have to be so close it's hard to see the players between all of the units swarming in front of you.
So use anything in your surrounding that can give you a little more high ground, so you can have a better overview of what's going on and to aim better. I'm guessing this is something a musket pro is used to and knows how to deal with it. But for me in the beginning it felt like I was a 6-year-old pressing all buttons like a lunatic, hoping my skills would connect.
Isn't this how you always play?
Silence, woman! So it took me a while to get better at it, and with every duel and siege I played I started to know how this class works. Basically it's stay safe till all your skills are off cooldown, and then it's pew pew time to mow someone down. Rinse and repeat.
And again, one of the main things you have to keep in mind. Stay the hell away from dual blades as a ranged class. They will eat you. Now let's take a look at the skills for the musket, since you can be picky in what you like to use and what not.
Yes, Sunny, you are the definition of being picky.
And still, I ended up with you.
Hey!
I'm kidding, I love you.
Okay then. Of course there are some skills that are fundamental for the musket. One of them being scatter shot. Your perfect skill to land in someone's back since it does tons of damage and it only has a cooldown of 5 seconds. Think of this skill as a shotgun, since it blasts 12 shots in one go whenever you use it.
Next up we have fine gunpowder. When using this skill you don't have to wait for the reload and your damage is increased for 6 seconds, so use them carefully and aim well.
For the ultimate I used a black powder grenade, one of the deadliest ultimates in the game when you have it at level 3. You can use it to blow up a group of archers or to break open a shield formation. Don't forget that whenever you use this on an enemy player, you just created the perfect opportunity to walk around them and blast away in their back with the other skills mentioned before. So whenever using the grenade, make it count. Now for the fourth skill, here comes the sunny part. I meant picky part.
Hey!
That's what you get. A lot of people suggested me the close combat one and I tried, I really did. But it just didn't fit me. I had a hard time connecting the skill on players since you have to be in a really close range. Of course, when you are very good using it, I can see the benefits since it removes daze effects and knocks players on the ground. So for PvP, this could be your lifesaver. Also notice that it has only 10 seconds cooldown, so it's a really good skill to use.
There were also people playing with deploy caltrops, which is a good team play ability to use since you are slowing down players and units that are stepping into the area for 7 seconds. Plus, it also gives the bleed damage over time.
But the fourth skill I used myself was Skirmisher. I know it has a long cooldown of 32 seconds, but it saved my life a lot, which I think is the main purpose playing this game, right? It also gave me a reason to push a little deeper into the battle and keep damaging players, since I knew if anything went wrong I could just escape with the click of a button while slowing everyone at the position I just escaped from.
So this was our breakdown about the Musket class, guys. I hope we didn't miss anything relevant reviewing this class and hope you've learned something from it. If you are a really good Musket, feel free to let us know in the comments which skills you mainly use or join the Discord to help out new players exploring the game.
In case this is the first video you are watching from us, make sure you go and watch our video about the spear, since we are organizing a giveaway where the details on how to participate are explained in that video. And as always, a community of Knights United can make the world tremble. So bomb that like button and pew pew your way to subscribing to the channel if you want to see more videos like this about Conqueror's Blade. And I will see you on the battlefield.
Thanks for watching and keep on grinding.
Shade
and Sunny
offline.